bring it in here.
Okay, we are live on the app.
Okay.
Are we live on Facebook?
We're live on YouTube. And just a minute, buddy.
Just a second, buddy. Let us get our live all hooked up here, and then we will give you some help, buddy, okay? I just saw the notification for YouTube come through.
Yep, we are live there, and we are live on Facebook.
Okay, so let me see how I can watch on International Nail Art Academy here. Here we go. And there we go. I'm not seeing any movement on Facebook yet. Oh, there it is.
Got my notification.
There we go.
Now remember, when you're done, you have to come over here and hit end
Right.
on this one.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it up for you.
Hello, we're just making sure all this is talking to each other. And let me see if I can see you guys up on the Facebook. And Keith, I'm going to send you this bundle link real quick here. Welcome, everybody. We're just a few minutes early because we're operating on our new platform tonight. Okay, and there is the link. I just sent you the text message on that. And let me get over here to the Facebook, honey. There we go. We are International Nail Art Academy. Just so I can see all of you guys. Okay. Hi. Thanks for joining. Who do we have watching live tonight? We have got... And then we will... let me turn my volume down. Live? There we go. Hi, Bose. Hi guys, hi Linda, hey Jennifer. You're not getting any sound, Lee. Try to turn the volume up on your phone. Thank you, Denise. Hi Joy. Y'all can see Hillary in the background there. She's making sure she's got all of these things talking to each other. We are live on the website. If you would rather watch at www.themobilemanicurist, you'll get a really clear transmission over there. And also, if you're on a smartphone or smart device, you can squeeze your fingers in on your screen and it blows it up really big for you. But that's only if you're watching live from the website. Hi, Tracy. She's watching live from the website. And again, that's themobilemanicurist.com. We're also live on YouTube, and we're also live on the Mobile Manicurist Facebook page and the International Nail Art Academy. Joy says, thank you, Hillary, for hooking all this up.
No problem.
Nancy says, Hillary, you are amazing. Woo-hoo! So I'm looking at the website here. I'm looking at Facebook right here. We got a really cool tutorial tonight. You guys, child, I surprised my own self, honey. So we're going to use these Gothic Mania foils tonight. If you have not seen these, I think I briefly showed these. See ya.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya. I briefly showed these, I don't know when. I think the last week of August. These things is amazing, honey. I didn't get into them till today. I'm like, I'm going to go get me another box of these and put them back. Yes, I am. So how's your week? Hi, Peggy. Hi, Karen. Let's do some shout outs. Thank you, Elizabeth, for the stars. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Erica. Hi, Keith Vincent. He's watching. Hey, Julia. Megan, good to see you here. Oh, you bought these and you haven't had time to use them. I'm going to show you how. Do I have a preference of which platform you watch? No, ma'am. You can watch any of them. But again, the pixels are super, super clear over on the website. And you do have the option of zooming in over there. You don't have that option with anything else. But you watch wherever you're comfortable, okay? So Tracy says she's on both the website and the Facebook page. So thanks for being here. All right, let's get our camera turned around because I ain't got time to dilly-dally, honey. I want to show y'all what we have that is so beautiful tonight. Hold on. Let me get you in the holder here. Whoops, sorry. Sorry. And let's let this focus just a moment. And what I think I'm going to do is put just some paper towel under my background here because that background sometimes can throw off our focus. All right, these are the foils I'm talking about. This is the Gothic Mania 10-piece transfer foil. They're all on a clear backing and every roll is something different on. This roll has a little teeny tiny Dracula on it. Honey, look here. Look at him. But let me show you what I made from these today. We got this guy. We also have this guy. This is pretty cool. Right? And this one, this was just a piece of filigree that was kind of on one of the foils. And then this guy, I laid this in over some mood ring paint. Look here, let's see if this will warm up. Hold on. Let's see if it'll warm. He's already changing color there. Isn't that adorable? Yes, honey. And he's just been turning all kinds of colors. So let me show you what's in the bundle tonight. We put a Gothic Mania Falloween bundle together, and it's this 10-piece Gothic Mania foil. Now, there's different things on each roll. It's not the same roll of everything. Like, for instance, this roll is full of pirate skulls. And look, there's a cheetah print one on here, too. And then one roll has Indians on it. One roll has the little Draculas, all kinds of stuff. That's the Gothic Mania foil. You're going to get that. You're also going to get a 6-piece glitter. Let me get all these in order. And this is Falloween Part 2 glitters. You're going to get Skull Face, which is a pearl, gray, black, and champagne, I would say. You're going to get Indian Corn. Really, really pretty. You're going to get I'm Spicy. I'll open these in a second. You're going to get Dracula. This is all different shades of hollow black, and it's got little bats in here. Jack-o'-lantern is a just an orange and a black mix with some hollow. And then Pirate Booty is a black and red mix, and we've thrown some little black bats in there for you as well. So that comes with this kit. You're going to get a jar of black Stick-It, because I used that in this tutorial. You're also going to get a foil gel. You're going to get a black Stick-It and a clear Stick-It. and a clear rubber base. Okay, so all that's going to come in the bundle for $99. And we do have a few of these. This is Falloween set 2. Set 2. All right. So we do have a few of these available on its own. Let's get to getting. All right, I'm going to open these glitters real quick and show y'all what we've got here. Pirate booty. Indian corn. And Keith, are you posting the link for that?
I posted.
Okay. And is my product linked up on here? Okay.
It is on the website.
On the website? All right. So here we go, boo. Here is Pirate Booty. Look at that. Little bats. There's some shreds. This is really, really pretty. I would wear this other times besides Halloween and just not put the little bats in there. Okay, skull face. Look at that. I love these. These are super thin little pieces. Dracula. If you need a nice black glitter, look, you don't have to put the bats in there. You just pick around them. But the bats in these, in the Dracula are holographic.
Sandra says, will the pirate booty go with the Gothic my heavenly booty? Tee.
Look at that, how pretty. I love this one, honey. Indian corn is just what she says she is. Now, I used that over cinnamon fireball. Look at the color shift on this gel polish. And I put these glitters over the cinnamon fireball. That's Indian corn. That's pretty, isn't it? This make you want to eat something spicy, honey. And then jack-o'-lantern. And don't worry, these ones with the little numbers are just my testers. You guys got yours in a different jar, so you don't have a number on yours. I love this, honey. This is really tiny pieces, too. Then we have I'm Spicy, which is this beautiful red, paprika, pink, and orange. Just like an insane color shift on these ones. Isn't that pretty? Penny, I hope you grab this bundle. I see you put that in your cart. You're going to love it, honey. So these are 10-gram jars. You get all of those in tonight's bundle. All right, let's get to getting. Now, I tried to pull in some stuff with this bundle that you guys might already have on hand. Look, here's I'm Spicy. And I just put that over a gold glitter nail polish, gel polish. The same gold I put under here. Right? This is Cherry Bomb. Come on, Cherry Bomb. Firework gel. Look how pretty that is with it. Sarah says it's so much better to watch on the website. Thank you, Sarah. Honey, yes, we know. We had a few glitches to work out there. All right, let's get to getting. We are going to take this is some pink shimmer rubber base that I just put on there. And I'm going to take Cherry Bomb. This is that beautiful Firecracker Cherry Bomb. Gorgeous, glittery gel polish. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and then I need a 9mm brush. We're going to just pat this at the back of our nail. about like that. We'll take our 9mm brush and we're going to just drag this forward. Right there. And wouldn't you know, I have something in my brush. I just use this brush. There we go. And just pull forward. We're kind of doing a little bit of ombre here, but not really. Bye, Lovey. I love you.
Bye.
See ya. Thank you. See there? If you want to and you want to get creative, you can come down into here and you can do some little stuff like that. Love you, buddy. Okay, and now we're going to cure that. Let's pop that in the lamp. And we're going to do the same thing with Roman candle. How many of y'all have Roman candle? I know some of y'all do. You feel like you need chips and salsa? Look at this Roman candle. This has been one of the most popular shades in this firecracker collection. Now we're going to do the same thing with Roman candle as we just did with cherry bomb. And I have one made. Let me get cherry bomb out of the lamp here. Here's cherry bomb. Let me show you the one that I put Roman candle on. See what I got going there? Look, you could do this with all of these firecracker gels. Isn't that pretty? Now what you want to do is you want to go into your glitters. These are Falloween set 2. And we're going to choose 2 glitters that kind of match these. So we're going to go with Jack-o'-lantern. And I think today we will go with Pirate Booty. Pirate Booty and Jack-o'-lantern. Here's a little bit of Pirate Booty. And some Jack-o'-lantern. I like to work out of the tops or out of my glitter buddy, either one. And now I'm going to grab my brush that's a 00 brush. She looks about like that. This is where you're going to need your rubber base. We put a rubber base in with this kit because you really can't do it without it. All right. So now we take Roman candle. This is the Roman candle now. And we take this clear rubber base and just put a super thin layer on. There we go. Now over top of Roman candle that we've already put on, we're going to take a tiny bit of Jack-o'-lantern. I just touch my brush to that wet gel and let's pick it up. And we don't completely cover up Roman candle, otherwise we won't see it, right? But we're going to ombre these glitters just like we ombre'd the gel polish. If you get too many in one spot, just spread them out. And I try to get some of all of the color there. Oh, I kind of like that. You can go a little heavier if you would like, a little less if you would like. I'm going to get some of these larger pieces there. Oh, yes, honey. About right there. And now we're going to stick this in the cooker. I know, look, she don't look like much right now. We will come right back to this. In we go. Sorry, I touched my camera. Oh, we have 12 live watchers over on the website. Thank you. Let's do the same thing with Pirate Booty. Or maybe we should do, look, we have Pirate Booty in the sample. I'm kind of leaning towards I'm spicy. Even after I poured that out, let's do spicy here. Same thing. Clear rubber base. Any questions? You know, we avoid using our chunky glitter, don't we? Because it sticks up through the top coat. But not if you put it on like this. There were some of you that really didn't know that you should put this in a wet layer, did you? It wasn't your fault. You just didn't know. Now that you've started using it in a wet layer, give us some feedback. Is it easier for you to use? It should be. And what a pretty combination now that you get of being able to use more of your products than just leaving it sit on the shelf. Look at this, I'm spicy, honey. I am spicy today. Jesus. Now this one's got like 5 different cuts of glitter in here. So I tend to go and get these little itty bitties and just sort of bring those down in this direction. I don't want to grab a big one to go down here where I'm trying to ombre, right? Anybody used your glitters this way? I'm looking. Yes, the glitter can be bought separately. Sure can. Oh, got 2 strays. There we go, boo. In we go. I love this. I think I'm going to wear this to the Massachusetts nail show next week. I'm getting ready to do my nails this weekend for that. And I want to wear something red, but I want to wear something not just plain red. And I think I'm going to put this on. I might let y'all watch live while I do them. We'll see. We'll see, boo. Okay, here.
She never used mine until I learned this from you a while ago.
Really?
About the lives and learning all the tricks.
Okay, good. Good. That's the best thing about the lives is learning all the tricks. All right, what we're going to do now is grab our foil gel. Normally, we would, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to seal this up with our rubber base. We want rubber base on the bottom. We want rubber base on the top. Then we'll go to our foil gel. Honey, she gets real sparkly when you seal her up. Yes, Lord. Like a little magnifying glass. In we go. Oops, I keep hitting my video stand. I am using a different stand I'm not quite used to. And let's do this one too. Let's seal this up. Look, our reason for networking our live on several different channels is just to make it better for some of you. Just last week I got an email, and this young lady doesn't have Facebook any longer, and she said, is there any place I can watch these videos? I said, yes, honey. Let Miss Tracy tell you all about it. Now, this is thebomb.com. Yes, Lord. In we go. Let's cure that without me touching the video stand. And we're going to need some rubber base on one more of these, but I want to use the pink one. Thanks for... Oh, Jesus! Where'd you come from, honey? Look, this is a prototype that I started. I didn't know I had in my hand. I have mood ring paint on Mr. Skullface here, which we do have in stock, by the way. Look here. He's turning colors. Unfortunately, he ain't in the video tonight. But yes, we do have mood ring paint. I could probably throw him into the video tonight. I probably could, honey. This is a little bit of pink shimmer. baby pink rubber vase. Any questions?
He's just making a candy.
He was just trying to sneak in, won't he? All right. So now that we have this sealed up in our rubber base, what we're going to do is we're just going to wipe the surface real fast here because we don't want this tacky layer on here from the rubber base. And rubber base always has a tacky layer. I don't know any rubber bases that don't have a tacky layer. Oh, I thought I was going to have to buff her child, but she is smooth. Y'all look at Miss Tracy light line. She pretty smooth. Oh, we'll just buff it for good measure. Just because we're going to lay our foil down and we don't want anything poking its little head up there. Yes, question?
She said she has to paint and love it on her nail. She has it on her nail.
Oh, yes. Don't you love it, boo? So now your bundle tonight is going to come with a quick stick it. Thank you for the order. Somebody just grabbed that bundle. And we're going to put some quick stick it all over this nail. Because actually we don't really know where we're going to position our foil just yet. Man, that's pretty. This Roman candle is gorgeous with this with these glitters. We're going to pop her in the lamp. And we're going to do the same thing to Spicy. Just wipe off that tacky layer. Look, I don't even have to buff her either. Miss Tracy, won't you stop? All of that is nicely sealed up. I will buff it just for buffing's sake. We'll just pretend like we had something sticking up there. There we go. And a layer of quick stick it. Now, the thing about these foils, this is called Gothic Mania. We do have these foils individually as well. You do not have to buy them in the bundle. Let me get my skizzers. And each little roll of foil is something different. Like I said, this one is all pirates. Which I think is, this one has a headphones on. Honey, won't you stop it? Then one of these, let me show you this one. Look at this little guy. All of these are kind of in frames, like at the top. I know this one's hard to see on camera, but that's all little skull heads in there. These are, I don't know how to say it. Is it Matryoshka dolls? Russian nesting dolls with skulls? And this is black and metallic gold. Let's see, I want to do, I had one of these out. This one has, look at the butterfly. There's just all kinds on here, all different kinds. This one has the rib cage. This has got some pretty neat ones on it. This kind of looks crackled. Oh, there's one that's a queen, honey. Let's do her. Let's do the queen. So I'm just going to cut out the one I want. And I like to use my tweezers for this. So there she is. And we're going to pop this about right there. Now you could put this over a solid color too. You don't have to put it on all this artistic background like I've done. I think it's prettier on this artistic background, don't you? Yeah, we do, Miss Tracy. We really do. Now I'm going to see if she's ready to come off, because this is hard to judge when you have gloves on. But I think she is. Look at the hair. No stone left unturned. All right. Let's seal her up in a little bit of, what do we want to seal her with? I think we're going to put some matte on this. I don't do matte glitter often, but let's put just a little matte. This nail's almost done. And let's go ahead and pop her in the lamp and get her sister out. Her sister was the spicy one. And since I already have, what do I have laying out here that I could do? Oh, let's get this little guy. Thank you for the order. Let's get this little piratey looking guy here. And we're going to set him about right there. Now, you don't have to have a long nail to put this on. You can put this on anything, honey. I just happen to have these tips close to me, so that's what I use tonight. All right. There he is, and there's the piece of film. And let's seal that up in a matte top coat. Any questions? Thanks, Felicia. Hi, Connie. Thanks for joining over on the website. And there we go. If you're watching on YouTube, we are live at the International Nail Art Academy. Okay, so we have that in the lamp. Now we're going to take our black stick it. And here's where I want you to be really freeform. I don't want you to try to trace around these skull faces and get every little detail in there. You with me? We're going to go in the black stick it, and let me get that off of there. We're going to kind of connect here, and I'm just going to press really hard and just go up this way in a scraggly fashion. And just sort of overlap. Look, these skulls are grungy. And so I kind of feel like your nail in general is going to have sort of that look to it. Now let's go down here. And this is just the movement on and off the nail. Kind of how we want this to move. See there? That's nothing special, honey. That's just pushing and shoving your brush. And now, sort of around the skull, we're going to do the same thing. Push and shove. Push, push, push.
Robin says, looks like a Ghost Rider nail.
Right? Let's turn this upside down because I like to work towards me here.
Sarah says she loves the matte.
The matte on the glitters is so pretty. Kind of up this way. And let's just sort of go around here just to re-emphasize that little crown. Again, I'm not tracing it. Child, you look like a mess right now, but you wait and see. Just wait and see. Let me just run that off the nail. And let's come in one more right up in this direction. Okay, we're going to cure her. 30 seconds. We're going to do the same thing to this little guy. But I can promise you it's going to have a completely different look about it. Go push and shove, push and shove, push and shove. It's okay to have some wide parts and some little thin parts. Thick and thin. That's the way I'm made, honey. I'm more thick than I am thin, though.
Sarah says, get your girlfriend, you are so imaginative.
Look, the last thing we want to do is sit here and take 30 minutes to outline this skull's head. Especially if you got a wiggly client. Or maybe you're not real handy with a detail brush yet. You see how I'm just kind of doing this sort of thing? Boing. Now, since this is really wide up in here, let's take this up this way. Oh, yes. And now I'm going to cure that. 30 seconds. Now, here comes I'm going to double foil this. I know all of y'all have some gold foil of some sort. It doesn't have to be this one. All right. It can be a little itty bitty teeny scrap of something. Because watch. Watch. Honey. Little nuggets. Look at there. That is beautiful. Look, I'm not even into pirates, but I would probably wear this, honey. Lord. Why use that and not black gel polish? Because foil won't stick to black gel polish, Sarah. And we want that to be super, super sticky and textured. See that texture she's got on there? All right, let's look at her sister. Here we go, boo. Now, if we wanted this to stay black, we would use a black gel liner, but not black gel polish, because gel polish typically is not pigmented enough to stay really, really black. Here we go. Here we go, boo. See how I've got that ebb and flow around the little skull's head there? It does not have to be, it doesn't have to be this little thin, perfect outline around it. But now watch what I can do on little man's face here. Where's my palette? Here we go. I'm going to take some of our Ladybug Luster Wet Look Top Coat. If you've not tried this and you want your nails to stay shiny for 57,000 years, honey, get you one of these. So now just inside of Skullman's face here, just inside of there, I'm going to put this shiny top coat, and this is going to be a really high contrast with the matte that I have in the background of the nail. All over just a thin little coat. Then I'm going to take a scoop and I'm going to drop it right here. And this is what will pillow it up and make it look like a little magnifying glass. Oh, let me cure that. Hold on, I don't want it to fall down, and gel will keep on going. It's black stick it, Connie. Black stick it. It's black foil gel. It's in the kit tonight. What color rubber base did I use? I used opaque pink shimmer. You will love this. Now the label looks peach. It is not peach at all inside of there. Honey, won't you stop it? Look here what Miss Tracy has got. You see that little arch on Skullman's face here? Any questions? Can I use the, what was that question, Keith? I'm not seeing the Facebook questions.
There's more questions than I'm seeing right now.
Can I use the quick stick it? You can, Cindy, but the quick stick it is thinner, so your lines are going to spread a little bit on you. You probably won't get as thin of a line. It's just easier to see it because it's black. Now this little lady, I would suggest just adding this like to her crown.
Did you top coat the foil?
Area. I have not. Which foil?
Recess.
The gold foil? I have not yet. Because this I'm popping up. And so now I'm just going to take another little bead of that and lay right inside of there. Because, you know, the way I outlined her, I've sealed up everything in here. So this clear gel technically is not going to go outside of this outline. Oh. Let me just work it till I get it smooth like I want it. There we go. In she goes. Now all I do to finish this off is I already have top coat on this brush, and I will just ever so slightly brush right over the top of my foil. Because if I don't top coat this last little bit of textured foil, as soon as my client washes their hands, or you wash your hands the first time, potentially it could come off. So I like to just seal up that little bit of foil I've put on. And you don't need a thick layer. You just need a thin layer. Look, that's like 10 seconds and I got that completely coated. Now we'll cure that for the last time. There's tons of things you could use here to outline this with. I want you to look at this one. Now this piece of foil already came like that. He is on, let's see if I can find the one this is on. Oh yes, look at this spool. And this is in the box too. This has all of these frames at the top of there with just different things in there. And when I outlined him, I didn't outline him exactly square either. Right? And this has dragon eyes on it. This is that beautiful chameleon gel polish. These are kind of spooky, honey. And then I have skull face glitters in that one.
I kind of guessed on the website what was the black you used again. I didn't write it down. It was earlier in the video.
I just answered her question on that. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So here are this all came off of that spool of foil. Yes. Now you don't have to leave it textured. If you want to put a shiny top coat over every bit of that, you can. But you're going to get a little bit more impact if you do part matte and part shiny. So here's the one, little queen we just took out of the cooker. And there's tons of things you could do there. All right, where's my sample? This is the mood paint, and I picked up this one. Look, this was a project from several weeks ago. I'm going to show y'all how to put this over top of there. Is that okay if I do that? This is a stamp. This is on, I believe, is this on Haunted Mansion? This back of this skull right here. And all I did is stamped it and colored it in with the mood ring paint. So now what you want to do is take your foil and you want to find an image that fits over top of that. Obviously, that doesn't fit, right? So now we got to go over here to our skull faces and see if we can find something that we can lay over top of there. And I know I got some here. Let me get this little roll. So we just size it up. Look how good that fits inside of there. I know it's hard for me to hold it up and hold this at the same time. Let me see if I can hold it at this angle. And look here. That one fits. Look, this sideways one fits. Oh, this little guy fits good. Let's use that one. I've not used him. And these are very metallic-y. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yes, I use Dragon Eye Polish. We are extremely, extremely low stock on the costume party. All of these chameleon gel polishes for Halloween. They come individually or they're in a 3-pack. You just search costume party on the website and that will come up for you. And you don't want to miss getting those. I'm just going to take the shine off here real quick so I can put my foil gel down. You don't want to miss getting those because we have 3 more we're releasing at Christmas in that same family of color changes. Costume party. I'm sorry?
Can you just get the foil?
Yes, you can just get the foil. The name of that is called Gothic Mania. $11.99 for 10 pieces. Now, the reason I took the shine off of there is because my foil gel won't stick if the surface is shiny. Honey, look at that mood paint just changing. Won't you stop it, Miss Tracy? All right, let's put our foil gel down. Now, since I'm not going to put this foil anyplace else, I'm just going to put my gel right inside of here. Try and keep it contained there a little bit. You see her changing color as she cools down? This is called liquid crystal. This is on our website. Let's put this in the lamp and cure it. She needs 60 seconds. Let me show you what this mood paint looks like. See this right here, liquid crystal. This is 12 color changing. We used this in our Northern Lights tutorial, and that's what she looks like right there. You got the costume party? Good, Connie. Well, when the 3 come out for Christmas, you'll want to get those 3 to complete your collection on those. So, yeah. You're late to the party, Paula. That's okay, honey. Hi, Betty. So we're doing some really cool tutorial nails tonight. We're live in 4 places at one time tonight. Hillary's got us all networked up here. We're so thankful for our team. We got a good group of people. Okay, here we go, boo. I got a glitter on there. I don't want a glitter on there. There we go. So now we're going to take this little lady, and you'll know which is the right and wrong side. The wrong side is really matte looking, and you don't see any of the detail. The wrong side, child, won't you stop it? Look here. Look at that mood ring paint. Look at her 12 colors. Miss Tracy, Miss Tracy. All right, here we go, boo. We're going to place this right there. So we can watch this mood ring paint turn around the underside of this. And just press that till we know it's down really good. And there she is. And what else you put on here is up to you. But I think she needs some glitter. So I'm going to use, what do I want to use on here? I'm going to use Frankenface. This is from set 1. There are still a handful of set 1s online. This Frankenface will reflect the purple that's in that mood ring paint. Yes, and Frankenface also goes in a wet layer. So let's seal up this little lady. And now let's place some of our Frankenface on here, wherever we want it. I like my glitter to kind of be a little bit freeform when I'm using it with something else. So not so much all over, but just sort of scattered. Look, I gave him some earrings right there, honey. We better put him one on the other side, too. Come on, boo. Oh, you get to wear a purple one on that side. Now. And let's cure that. And again, this is Frankenface in set 1 of those Falloween glitters. It's F-A, it's like the word Halloween except with an F. And let's put some top coat on there, or let's put some rubber base on there, and then we will top coat it. Remember, we seal up our glitters between 2 wet layers. Honey, I want you to look at the colors that little man is turning. All kinds of colors. In we go. These are pretty. They look like jewelry. Oh, yes. Very, very pretty. Any questions? Yes, pirates always have earrings, don't they? Now look, when that first comes out of the lamp, you don't really see a lot of color change there. It has to start cooling down because it's hot inside of that lamp at this point. I've been using her a lot. So really quickly, let's kind of pan over top here. Thank you for your orders tonight. This Gothic Falloween bundle. Any questions? Super easy peasy tutorial. Oh, this one still needs a top coat. I haven't top coated her yet. Best looking skulls you ever seen. Yes, honey. Can you tell you how to apply the mood ring paint? It's a water-based paint, Denise. So you just put it on, let it dry. I have several tutorials with this. If you'll go to my YouTube channel and pull up Northern Lights, this will come up. And it shows you how to put it on. It's fairly detailed, so it would take me, another hour, and I don't have that much time left on my live broadcast tonight. But it's as long as you let it dry really, really good, and there's a couple other little, rules and tidbits over there. Just pull up Northern Lights nails, and you will have it. I go in detail on how to use this. This is, let's see if I have those nails in front of me, and I'll show you the color shift on them. One moment. I think I do. Oh, yes, I do. I actually have two sets here. These are the Northern Lights nails. And you can see they're turning color like even as we speak right now. I'm going to come up just a little bit more here so I can get both of those in there. And I'm going to cool these down with a little alcohol spray, and you'll see it start to, this is temperature change, obviously. So the cooler they are, the more cinnamony they turn. And the warmer they are, the more purple and blue they turn. I'm going to pop this one under the lamp real quick. And this is painted with the solar dust. I'm just giving this one a second under the lamp. Any questions? I'm looking to see here. Hi, Angela. Tell Campbell we said hello. Oh, boo. Looky, who played hooky. Warm versus cool. Now, if I want to change that real quick, all I got to do is give that a little bit of body heat, and the color automatically starts to change. So technically, I guess the portion of the nail that would sit on the nail bed could be one color, and the free edge could be a total different color, right? If you don't have a good liquid crystal, this one is the best on the market. This is made by Solar Dust, the Solar Dust Company. Right now, I've got purple. I've got just all kinds of colors going on here. And so that is what I used underneath. Look at this one here, what color she's turned now while she's been sitting here. That bright green and the purple is amazing together. Ooh, child, that's fantabulous. As soon as they're out of production, Penny. Soon as they're ready. And you'll know when they're ready because I'll post it in the group. But it's only been, 12 or 13 days since the deadline. And then we have to get them the count, or we had to get them the count, and then they're in production right now. As soon as they are to us, we will let you know. Absolutely. Okay, I don't see any other questions. So thank you guys for the orders, and hope you enjoyed your these little what are these called again? Gothic Mania skull foils. And you can see they transferred really, really easily tonight. Listen, y'all have a good week. I will see you Sunday. Bye-bye.